Aries and Aries sexual and intimacy compatibility. With their self-respect aiming high and strong personalities, it is easy for these two to take off their clothes and enjoy one another. Their biggest problem could be their possible selfishness. Since sexual harmony is probably the most important segment of the relationship to their sign ruled by Mars, this might lead to fights and the exchange of many sharp words. The worst possible scenario is if one of them thinks extensively about the other's satisfaction, while the other has no awareness of the needs of their giving partner. Since Mars is a planet primarily connected to sex as a means to continuation of the species, it is quite often that two Aries partners lack the ability to satisfy each other in a sensual, Venus way. Mars will stand for satisfaction in the physical sense, but no Venus, no emotion. Hence, there might be a lack of true human interaction in this segment of relationship. Their thoughts must be turned to their partner with no exception if they plan for their sexual relationship to work. Aries and Aries trust. There is a specific behavior of Aries that almost always shows if they are not telling the truth. They start acting defensive and get angry a lot. Now you can imagine how two Aries would look together if they weren't honest. Pretty much like children at the playground fighting about nothing at all, while keeping some sort of unnatural closeness to neutralize the feelings of guilt. With that said, we can claim with certainty that two Aries in a loving relationship share trust as the same goal. Not only trust in what the other person is saying, but more importantly, trust to open up and say what's on your mind without presence of fear of their partner's reaction. In many cases, Aries' partner is not full of love and support due to their lack of tact and impulsive nature. This is the main reason why two Aries in a relationship don't always work. Aries and Aries communication and intellect. Imagine two handsome, naked people, banging their heads against a brick wall. Sometimes this is the best possible image to make you understand the mindset of Aries, especially when there are two of them, brainstorming. Intelligence has nothing to do with the image, as they can be extremely intelligent due to the possibility of the position of Mercury in their sign, but some kind of strange stubbornness is what can make them senselessly stupid. The usual Aries brain has a sort of need to always prove something to others. Now this would be great if the debate had some calm, rational thinking as a base, but even when their arguments are valid, they can't seem to stay calm and distant for long enough to make their opinion be heard. The good side of this combination is in fact the same position of the Sun as signification of awareness, so you can see that their main focus doesn't differ that much. Still, it is difficult for two of them to find peace in communicating, unless they share most of the same opinions. Mars, their ruler, is in its low energy set a planet of aggression. When you try to pin previous description to your Aries couple, you may not find it valid. But if you look again, you might see all types of hidden aggression between them, especially if they are tired. It is as if they are used to it and now they simply function in this way. Look again, it may be physical or verbal, active or passive. Is it there? Aries and Aries emotions. Due to their impatience, it is easy to assume that Aries representatives aren't very emotional. There is no better person than another Aries to understand how untrue this assumption is. As a fire sign, Aries is warm and passionate, but it can be a bit difficult to understand their soft side because of their seemingly masculine and soldier-like nature. Two Aries can share deep emotional understanding as if they speak the same language. Unfortunately, Sun is exalted in Aries and often too warm for their balanced functioning. If a second Sun would enter our solar system, can you imagine what kind of damage its gravity would do? This said, you can understand that it is easier to be with a person ruled by a planet when you yourself are a star. It is not as if this emotional relationship is impossible, but it can sometimes be difficult for both parties to remain independent, strong, and true to their self. Aries and Aries values. The thing Aries value most is a person's ability to be straightforward and clear, so two Aries will understand each other perfectly on this matter. If they would agree on specifics, that is questionable. Because of their primal nature, they like to see themselves as fighters for justice. This gives them a typical Robin Hood perspective, so it is possible to say that they also value truth, honor and respect. This would be out of context and more of an in general description of their values. Values any other sign could also have, but not be that passionate about them. Aries and Aries shared activities. Mars makes people active, so let's say they can share everything physical, from walks, sports and sex, to mountaineering. Activities to be shared are easily found in this relationship because of their similar energy type and potential. Summary: when two Aries come together, it is imperative for at least one of them to have mastered the art of staying calm. If this is achieved by one of them, not through passive aggression but through rational thought, their relationship can be truly rewarding. As two warm and passionate people, they can share many adventurous moments that raise their energy levels sky high. If, however, none of them has this rational, grown-up ability, it is only possible to prolong their relationship based on superficial activities and sex, of course. Since the sign of Aries takes Saturn, the wise ruler of time, patience, and responsibility to its detriment, one of these partners will have to learn their lesson and take responsibility for the future of their relationship if they are to last in time.